It's you a play. Sorry, I forgot about the timer. I'm here. Thank you, big guy. I'm doing good. Just having some coughing moments here, but I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I really appreciate you being here. Sunny day, you as well. I appreciate you all for being here today. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm coughing. Weird. Why am I coughing so much? But we're gonna be checking YouTube videos because I saw some in relation to being friends. Some of them are about other stuff. And yeah, all that shit. So yeah, we're gonna check into that. We're gonna check into that. Okay. So don't hate when I just yeah, I just wanna watch YouTube shit at the moment. Just because I'm not yeah. I think I'm still working on other things at the moment. It's crazy. Um yeah. Okay. So it's a Monday where I'm at. I'm assuming some of yous are oh, that's a good one. Um oh yeah, that's true. It's fine. That is true. I do have to finish your playlist, your the playlist of full designs. You know what? Okay, give me a second. Let me actually just save these links, okay? And then this one. Okay. Where is that playlist? I'm gonna check it out. Well, actually, you know what? I think I want to talk about this for a second because I've been seeing this on the internet. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just really pissed about it, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. I'm just pissed about it, you know? Like, it's just pissing me off. The misinformation and the whole, yeah, how it's destroying the reputation that trans people built throughout the years. It's just being shoved right back in our faces just because of things like these. So I'm gonna show this to you. It's about the TikTok. I'm gonna.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and back to a brand new.
It's from the she. I don't know. I think this dude is queer. But yeah, it's gonna talk about. He's gonna talk about David. I forgot his name. Mulvaney Chuchu. That's his name or her name. Sorry. But yeah, like it has something to do with like involving like children shows made for children. I think I just want to decimate it, like talk about it because yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen it, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? What the hell? No, no. So
Reaction video. So today we're going to be reacting to a video that came
sorry,
across
I'm
my
just gonna
timeline. Somebody sent it to me, so I haven't watched it
go
yet,
outside
but
the
I
screen
did
for a second
see
and hide my
I
pretty.
guess, default thumbnail of this video online, and I am familiar with
It's
who this
Bill
person is.
Clinton
So
on
this is a trans
my t-shirt has
identifying
Bill
man
Clinton on
who
it.
is very big on TikTok. This person loves to go to restaurants and tell people what their pronouns are, and the moment their pronouns are not respected, they throw a temper tantrum and film it and then post it on TikTok.
And oh, just so you know, are you my server? Yes. My pronouns are she, her.
A trans influencer called the manager after she was misgendered by a server.
I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir. Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens. Did you call me sir? I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir.
So they decided to post this video addressing children, of course, for Pride. So we're gonna watch this video together. Looks like a train wreck just from the intro. We're gonna watch it together, react to it together, and of course, I will give my analysis of what I think of the
Hi,
video. But just from this
Sunny.
thumbnail, I mean, you
I'm
see
just
this man
watching
on
this
screen with
thing. I
a
took a shower a
trans
while ago.
flag
Look,
on their
I have
overalls.
this.
The background is clearly a background that you would see on
It's a
Blue's
David
Clues or some type
Clinton
of children's network. So this definitely is aimed at children.
scandal.
And yeah, don't have high hopes. Let's watch.
But yeah, we'll be watching this video about I think his name is Mulvaney. It has Mulvaney on it. I forgot, but yeah, she's trans. But she's a. I've never really looked into TikTok stuff. You know, just like I said, I don't use TikTok. The only way I absorb TikTok shit, it's from people re-uploading the same shit, like mirroring it. So that's how I'm getting the information I need. So yeah, I hope you're having a lovely day, sunny day. Seems like you do with the name Sunny Day. But
Hi
yeah,
friends!
this is the girl that I'm
Today
talking
we're going
about.
to talk about something super important. What it means.
I'm gonna respect what Mulvaney's preferred pronouns. So we'll be recognizing her for now. But I do see a lot of people so mad at her because of the way she's trying to portray the community. Um, was it the same beach as last time, or did you go to something new? I want to go walk to the beach too, TBH. I haven't for a while. I haven't for a while. Wow. Yeah, I sent it in pictures.
To be transgender. It's a big word, but I promise that it's easy to understand. Ready to learn? the first thing I want you to do is close.
So the context here, I want you guys to know that the audience here is children. This is for children. Transgender, the whole transgender thing is not something you really think of when you're a kid, you know? And so, yeah, you do have a perception as to who you are on the inside. If you are transgender indeed, if you have dysphoria like I do. But yeah, like the whole idea of gender, sex, characteristics, all that stuff are like unknown to children. That's something that children can't observe. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go back to that.
Promise that it's easy to understand. Ready to learn? The first thing I want you to do is close your eyes. Now think, do you feel like a boy, a girl, or a little bit of both? Do you have your answer? Great. Now I want you to imagine that
Sorry. I just want to say, as you can see, I'm already gonna disagree to what
everyone
he's about
keeps
to
telling
say.
you
Or
that
she's
you're
about to say,
something
sorry.
else, even though in your heart you know who you are. Wouldn't that make you sad inside? People who feel like this are transgender. And if you're not transgender, it's super easy to be friends with someone who is. Let's take our imaginary friend Theo, for example. One day you notice that Theo starts wearing girl clothes instead of boy clothes, and then they tell you that they want to be called Luna instead of Theo. This is so exciting for our friend Luna because they finally get to be their true self. And if you accidentally call Luna by their old name, make sure to say
That's
a
beautiful.
big sorry and that you'll do better next time. As you can see, transgender people are just like you and me. They're our friends.
Wait, okay, let's repeat that. Let's disseminate that bit by bit. Okay? I just wanna yeah.
Today we're going to talk about something super important, what it means to be transgender. It's a big word, but I promise that it's easy to understand. Ready to learn? The first thing I want you to do is close your eyes. Now think, do you feel like a boy, a girl, or a little bit of both?
Okay, I'm gonna do some searching here, but okay. Because according to healthychildren.org, around age 2, kids will become conscious of the physical differences, how men and women. Hi, Dragon. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, the beach is amazing, sunny day. Sorry, I think I mentioned it, but I didn't tell it directly. But it would be by age 4 that they would have a stable sense. So it would be like kind of structured. So yeah, saying it just like that.
Think, do you feel like a boy, a girl, or a little bit of both? Do you have your answer? Great. Now I want you to
Remember, children are still figuring those things out. Really. So you can't be like, yeah, you can't just say close your eyes and like, do
imagine.
you want to be a girl or a boy? Something like that. Because, yeah, obviously, like it would vary. But, hello. It wouldn't be like they wouldn't understand that assignment, you know? If you do ask them those questions, that wouldn't fucking make sense. I want you to imagine yourself. Like, are you like this is like and I just want to say there's nothing wrong with kids, um, male kids dressing up as princesses. I think I'm not like That's amazing. If anything, I see some dads wearing princess clothes for their kids, and that is so cute. That's the best thing those are the best things you could do to your kids, especially if they're women, if they're female. Yeah, I have a feeling, and it feels like, yeah, I get you. Like she's being
that everyone keeps telling you that you're something else.
so it sounds personal the moment, but everyone says it's something else. No, that's not what you teach children. Like children, unfortunately, they don't think like we do as adults at their age. They're just, yeah, they just want to have fun. They just want to be play, and yeah, they will notice those stuff, and at some point you will be talking about those, but within that boundary. Unfortunately, parents have should have that responsibility to kind of like discuss at least the general bits of like, oh, cleaning yourself up, learning to like, you know. But I'm reading this article about from healthychildren.org. It's about, but I do agree that by age 4, because yeah, I remember myself. I just going back to myself, and yeah, I do remember like having this thought up mindset when I was already like, I knew that I was like, you know, I was flamboyant. I was dancing girl stuff and all that shit. Like I have videos out there, like from my cousins, me dancing, but I wasn't thinking about, you know, I wasn't thinking about transgender at the age of 4. I was just trying to be Wonder Girls, Kara, Sistar, yes, Barbie. Not that. It's okay if she talks about like, okay, this is a girl, this is a boy, this is a girl and a boy. Sometimes when girls grow, they will start forming things, like they become taller, like, like bullshit stuff. Because I get it. I've seen children. Sorry, but my boyfriend's nieces. He has nieces who came here before, and yeah, they wouldn't actually understand something if it doesn't comprehend their brains, but because they're young. And I can see that. I can see how they're gonna like, when your brain just disconnects for a second, like, that's gonna happen, and they're gonna be like, oh, let's play this instead. So yeah. Mm-mm. Let's just start there.
Even
I'm
though in
sorry.
your heart you know who you are. Wouldn't that make you sad inside? People who
Like, you should realize that children doesn't think like that at that
feel like
age.
this are transgender. And if you're not transgender, it's super easy to be friends with someone who is. Let's take our imaginary friend Theo, for example.
Okay, let's skip that. And the Theo Luna Choo Choo. Like, yeah, I unfortunately I couldn't say anything about like children transitioning at a young age, at least socially transition. Um but yeah, like mention like that's a very rare case. And if ever that is the case, then the teacher has a responsibility, or the parent, or I don't know. It's a case by case basis. Unfortunately, Mulvaney can't be like explaining those stuff. Like, yeah, because that won't apply in every scenario out there. There are variables that vary. Like one of them is the info, like, Oh my god, my mom was beating me up when I was a kid, so
Luna instead of
I'm
Thea.
sorry,
This
but
is
yeah, it
so
is.
exciting for our friend Luna because they finally get to be their true self.
That was
And if you
so.
accidentally call Luna by their old name, make sure to say a big sorry and that you'll do better next time. As you can
What the hell? Yeah, when I was a kid, all I was thinking was playing video games, playing video games, playing video games. So yeah. Oh no, not play video games. See, I think I played video games when I was 6, something like that. I remember 4. Video games wasn't a thing back then. Like we were still using those keypad phones with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, asterisk, and hash sign. I remember making videos from those before. Like they had cameras. But yeah, I'm not thinking about those sort of stuff. And actually, when you're young, you kind of like just when you're young, obviously, and you're in a classroom, you're in a community, you're actually studying, and you're obviously on that stage of figuring yourself out. Because I get that when I was young, I felt like I had an understanding of myself, but obviously the information, like no one was validating whatever I'm thinking. So, um, yeah, when I was young, what do you call this? Yeah, I just played along with whatever other people told me. There is a term in the Philippines called bakla. That's what they call them. And so, yeah, I just like, yeah, effeminate person. I just say it like that. Um, and I just want to go back to like this person. Like I think she was noted for like, oh, I'm a woman. Like she was saying that on the wait staff on another TikTok video. And I just want to say that people, there are indeed there are indeed people who would use microaggressions. One example is what happened there. But to like shove it in their faces like that, yeah, another story. Unfortunately, that is not something that you can, you know, that it's something that you cannot force that to other people to see you as a woman if you don't look like one. That is why there's something called HRT. That's why um we got this and that, the process, to actually adjust. But I do understand the whole people do, especially in a country like the Philippines. I think I've encountered like a few. I remember sometimes it's even in the government level, like people actually like processing the whole shit. Fortunately, the last time I visited the Philippines, I didn't encounter one. Um, but yeah, I'd say there were times where I would have reacted like this person when someone called me sir, but I never took a video of it. I was just like, excuse me, it's a map. That's it. That's it. I didn't wanna like, turn it into a big deal. I think I think that's yeah. I think the best thing you can do is just give it to them like it's actually this. And yeah, if they don't do it, then you have the power to leave. Just leave the establishment. They're not friendly with those sort of individuals. And sure, you can talk about it, but yeah, you can talk about it, but yeah, it's kind of different because it looks framed when you look at the original video.
see transgender people are just like you and me.
No one said that they're different. No one was saying that. It's so weird that this person is also wearing like all that shit.
They're our friends.
If that is not
In modern society, some people wouldn't even notice. Some people don't care. We all got our own shit going on in our own fucking hands to be giving a fuck about. But as a person, I just like I said, there's as a person with gender dysphoria, anxiety, and depression, I do feel that. Yeah, like just confused. Yeah, I think that's the confusion. Like just makes you like ding. It just puts a question mark.
If that is not grooming, I do not know what is. Now, again, the audience that this person is trying to engage with, just from the music, the attire, the green screen background, it's very clear that they are trying to appeal to a very young audience. I'm going to say preschool, kindergarten, first grade, at most. So we're talking
Yeah.
about 4, 5, and 6-year-olds. 4, 5, and 6-year-olds, and you have a grown-ass man on video trying to
See, like
educate
this person is
4,
really
5, and
at
6-year-olds
this person.
on transgenderism and asking them, what do you feel like? Are you a boy or are you a girl? Now close your eyes and tell me what you
Yeah, but the truth is, it's not as easy as just closing your eyes and like, I'm in the wonder. No. Like, yeah, I think it also has something to do with. I mean, I do agree that it has something to do as well with how society portrayed, like the social roles of men and women. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pissed about that. I'm pissed that even women. I'm pissed that women has this sort of idea as to how men should act, how they should be. And I do agree that some men as well do have an idea as to like they have this stereotype thinking. And yeah, you can see it in employment. You can see it in jobs. You can see that there are more women nurses out there than male nurses. There's more there's more women child what do you call this? Child care workers than male child workers. And nothing's wrong with that, but I think it's wrong. It's wrong when you have to like, yeah, I think you're right, because yeah, I think you just get to that point, right? um at one point, well, I went back then, I would say, like, I would like, yeah, I would like, oh, why is this so confusing? Why is it like this? Yeah, like how dare you generalize a population that you haven't even like, have you seen like the whole male population out there? Have you seen them all? One thing that I get pissed on particularly, because my sister was talking about it, is how men should be forced like to the military at a certain age, similar to like how South Korea does it. So remember, South Korea is doing it for a reason. They're training these people to become resilient should it come that the North, which is a hostile region, will attack them. Like, yeah, she was talking about like, bitch, do you know what you're talking about? Do you know what you're talking about? Like, I honestly, like, that's what went inside my head, but I didn't want to like kind of ruin the thing because we just came from we just came from the cemetery and all that stuff, like visiting my grandma on her grave and stuff. So yeah, like, and I was sleepy during that time, but bitch, do you know what you're talking about? Do you know how much like do you know what's that gonna cost, like even with the Philippines being a democracy, and having like, you know, rights. Like they're kind of getting better. But yeah, with the people microaggressions, those are valid. I just want to clarify, if you're a transgender person that have experienced any sort of microaggression, which is like, you know, people deliberately like trying to like tell you what you are. Like, bitch, I know what I am. You don't need to tell me that. um but yeah, maybe don't like, yeah, maybe don't do what this person is doing, putting a camera and trying to tell
feel like
like,
children. We're talking about children here, okay? We're not talking about 15, 16, 17, which
yeah, you think the thing they could be like, oh, I'm just really like, what the, like, honestly, I think they could have just like, I don't know, like, could have just like talk about other things, like asking kids questions about, um so are you a boy or a girl? Okay, so what do you think makes a boy? Just asking the child. Oh, fucking hell. Like, not having to like put some sort of like, yeah, I don't honestly like it when people try to like put the propaganda in. You can sense it. I can smell it whenever
talking
I
about
sense the
children who
propaganda.
don't even understand the concept
Like
of gender, of
Chinese,
sex, of gender
sorry,
identity. They
CCP
don't
stuff.
understand it. And again,
CCP media.
0.1% of the population identifies as being transgendered. So we're
Yeah.
talking about such a small,
Yeah.
tiny group of people, but yet this type of movement is being implemented everywhere within the school system. And although this is meant to, I guess, be a parody, it really isn't a parody because we've seen this time and time again. I did a full video on a preschool where teachers are literally talking to their 4-year-olds and explaining to them what non-binary means.
Huckleberries. Today, I wanted to introduce you to a new friend in our class. Well, this, Huckleberries, is my friend Nash. It's their first day in our class. They're just looking around at all of you, and they're so curious to know who you all are.
Today was fun.
And the friend likes to ask the
He
question,
did.
are you a boy or a girl? And Nash answers, I'm just a kid.
But kids can be boys or
They can be boys or girls.
See, you're just confusing the kid. Allah.
hey,
Yeah.
maybe non-binary.
Yeah.
Oh, the kid.
Just like me. So Nash, just like me, is non-binary.
4-year-olds. 4-year-olds. Now, again, I'm not against educating people in general on different types of people. But when we're talking about such a small group of people within our population, the chances of a child in that preschool class meeting a transgender person or being trans themselves is very, very, very small. Yet the
See, that's what I was saying. Like, transgender people are like a tiny minority in this big chunk of pie of humans. So it's a case by case basis. Unfortunately, it does, what happens to another person when they transition to like at a certain age, at least socially, like by just like being like, you know, just to dress up and validation. I think that's the best thing, like validation to the children, as to how they're feeling. When I was young, well, I kind of knew I was like that, but just like I said, it wasn't a thing back then. But I've been seeing things, like I've been seeing news stuff where like in the US, kind of. I'm kidding. But what do you call this? You just distracted me, Sunny Day. Oh my gosh. Um, what was in my head? What was in my head? I forgot. But you know, I like this dude's hair, honestly. Like, oh my god, look at that curly hair. Like, I love that curly hair. Like, fucking hell, give me that curly hair. That's thick as hell as well. Like, that's probably thicker than my hair. Cause yeah, it's like, oh, I love it. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna
Agenda
be.
is so large. Why is that? You can't sit here and tell me that that's normal behavior. You can't sit here and tell me
Yeah, I do hate hair at the same time. I have the love and hate relationship.
that an
It's like I want to
adult
shave it,
trying to
but I
captivate
want to
children
keep it
on
as
a
well.
condition that they
But I
have
want to
and
shave
not the
it.
kids is not grooming, is not problematic, is not an issue.
I think
This
I'll
is why I
shave it.
always tell parents, if they can afford it, please homeschool
You don't. You just need to brush it every day. You don't need to do a lot.
your children. Because the last thing you want is a teacher
And
like
drink
this
water.
indoctrinating your children and trying to
I mean, yeah,
implement
it's
their
hard to, like,
psychosis
especially
and
if you
their
wash it.
mental illness
So
onto your
annoying.
children. It's not fair, it's not okay, it's an abuse of power, and it is manipulation 101. If a child at 4 years old happens to tell their teacher, I feel like a boy, but I'm a girl, I don't feel like my gender, and they start speaking in that language, the best thing to do is to get in contact with the child's parents and to let the child's parents know, hey, little Billy here says that he wants to be little Susie. Just FYI. But the funny thing is that now
That's a good way to do it. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Like, and offer, if that as much as possible, offer options to the parents. Usually there's a child psychologist who are specialists in this sort of things. Like, they are actually, like, they're good with their research, they've done their studies, they have reference and connections to the bigger community of doctors that are like work like psychologists, usually child psychologists. But yeah, by doing that, we could, what was I saying? Yeah, you could offer the kid the best validation that they could get, and of course, that's up to the parents as well. It's like, I'm gonna be a little personal, but when I was young, back when I was young, I think my dad was scared of me being trans and all that. I remember my dad saying, just don't be too, like, he didn't mind. Like, at a certain time, like when I was like a little bit younger, I think he was scared. And yeah, he's done really bad things. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just realizing this as an adult and with my psychologist supporting me through it. But yeah, I'm going through some emotions with them at the moment. I feel angry that they made me feel that way. And unfortunately, oh, thank you, Sunny Day. Unfortunately, I've been still taking that, because you do. Whatever your family does to you at a young age is how you're gonna be influencing your decisions. I keep saying that, but yeah, it's true. Cause yeah, I keep getting those. Dug, 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 dug. It's weird. I one time I was just at Costco, and yeah, I don't know. I just started crying. Weird. Like, you'd have these thoughts, and all of a sudden the thought is saying you're alone, and yeah, you just get stuck there. Um, Sorry about that. Let me like continue this.
days, teachers aren't even required to do that in some states, like California. In California, you literally can socially, as a teacher, transition a student without telling the parent. So that means
Wait, that's kind of wrong. An overwhelmed teacher who is not getting paid enough. Remember, teachers are not getting paid as much. That's an international thing. Teachers of all kinds are not getting paid enough. Childcare workers are considered teachers for younger children, ages like before they go to grade school, basically. There are also but yeah, in the Philippines, like, the ratio between teachers and student is up to fucking 50. 1 to 50 students. How could you how would you act like a how could you act like a fucking psychologist, a therapist, a doctor? Like that's um I think that's wrong. Sorry. Where is my thing? Let me just put that back.
That if Billy wants to be Susie in class, the teacher will address him as Susie, use female pronouns, encourage and push that agenda on that child without the parent even knowing. Again, 0.1% of the population. If you don't see this for what it is, then there's a problem with you. This is grooming 101. It's grooming. And the reason why that man in the video is so enthralled with trying to get this message out there is because he himself is struggling with being transgendered. He is struggling with his own identity. And the way to affirm his identity is to try and indoctrinate children to adapt.
Yeah, it's like very personal, you know? The way the person a while ago at the TikTok video is speaking about like the community as a whole, like, but people don't accept you. Like, what the fuck? Why would you mention that?
His identity, and to try and infiltrate their minds into believing that they too may be just like him. So I'm not so abnormal after all if my kids are also transgendered. Like, there's something that is so manipulative and so just disgusting about that to me. Like, why would you even want to normalize something that is a disorder?
Ew.
That is not normal.
Is it Mufasa the bad guy?
You should wish transgenderism on nobody, because the idea of having to live your life feeling like the opposite
Mufasa
gender
is the guy,
is no fun.
the father.
Transitioning is no
God.
fun. It's a grueling process.
I'm sorry.
And what's happening is, in our society today, there seems to be this glamorization of transitioning and this idea that, ooh, maybe you have that too. Like, it's a fun thing. Again, 0.1% of the population. Again, an abnormality, a defect in the mind. Yet we're teaching it as if the person next to you maybe trans too. When we all know how disingenuous that argument is, because again, the statistics do not support that the person next to you probably is trans. The statistics support the person next to you, in front of you, and behind you probably isn't trans. But what's happening is we have this influx of online influencers and mainstream media pushing this narrative, trying to normalize a disorder, so much so that now they're trying to teach your children that they too can have this disorder. And if they do, no problem. Again, what right is it of a teacher, of any adult, to try and infiltrate a child's mind at such an early age when they cannot comprehend any of what you're saying? They can't. Again, if you can homeschool, please do. Because I would hate for your child to have a teacher like that. And although this seems like such a crazy parody, it really isn't. This is real life. It's happening right now, all around us. All around us. Just turn on the news. Scroll through Instagram. Facebook, X, TikTok, it's everywhere. Again, we have got to stop normalizing a disorder in order to make people who struggle with the disorder feel affirmed. That's doing justice for no one.
Yeah.
Not for you, not for that child, and certainly not.
It's selfish to think about it. It's selfish. And it's very entitled. Like in third world countries, Thailand, say, there are like some transgender women in Thailand are they're still having social issues with transgender people. Specifically, I mean, yeah, they do have a community. They do have like their own identities as well. For example, catoys or ladyboys. That's one of the community, like gender identities out there. They don't like referring to themselves as transgender, but yeah, unfortunately they're still getting they are not getting that sort of recognition and rights. And that's the same thing in the Philippines. It's like it varies on the local government, but there are no federal laws, like in national laws, that would apply around the whole country that would basically make discrimination of any kind wrong. Like, this is not just about, I don't think this is just about like disability. Oh, sorry, disabilities. I don't think this is just about like the gender identities. I think this is everything. This has something to do with discriminating culture, discriminating disabilities, discriminating sex, discriminating gender identity, discriminating every single thing. So I think that's one of the things that Australia did. They just generalize it all, turn it into a against anti-discrimination. They just said anti-discrimination, discriminate, and then specified a whole list of um, protected classes, they call them. So you can't discriminate someone for being pregnant. You can't discriminate someone for being poor. You can't discriminate someone for being this. You can't discriminate someone for being that. Which is really good because it doesn't apply to just the transgender people or gay people, less LGBTQIA plus. Um, it simplifies it for everyone and gives that validity that we are all the same. We are all the same. And so yeah, you don't see those things. You do see other problems in Australia, like microaggression. That's one thing I noticed. Microaggression against people with from different places around the world, because Australia is a diverse community of people from like a lot of Australians are born in another country, basically.
For the transgender adult who's trying to groom children. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this video. If your child was in preschool or kindergarten and this was their teacher and you found out that this teacher was teaching this to your child, what would you do? How fast would you pull your children out of that classroom or of that school? If you enjoy my content, please do not forget to like, comment.
I do agree with what you said there. That's a good process. Talk to the parents. If you do notice that the child is, yeah, I don't know. It's not good to say suspect. I think first and foremost, teachers should be taught to be sensitive to these sort of things. Unfortunately, if you say that teachers will have to like diagnose these children and then have to like transition them socially to the class, that would mean, thank you, Sunny Day. Do I sound like a fucking podcast? I'm sorry. Oh, fucking, wait, sorry, the dogs are fucking barking again. Meaty. I'm watching you. I don't think I'm clear with my thoughts. Sorry, I was talking to my dog because she was barking. I don't think I'm clear with my thoughts, honestly. I want to write them down, TBH, because I want to build a blog. Oops, I did it. I shouldn't have said that. That's one of my surprises, I guess. But yeah, I want to create a blog of some sort about thoughts in my head. Anyway, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you for saying that. I didn't know that. But yeah, that's a good process for teachers. First is obviously the sensitivity training. They should be aware of gender identity and all that stuff. You'd also have to filter people who would discriminate. There are people who will have their ideas about it. But the best thing is just informing them about these things and all that stuff. And making sure that they follow a certain process whenever these things happen, like children trying to in trying to talk to them, because not a lot of kids are comfortable talking about those sort of stuff. And yeah, schools have a responsibility as well. Like, usually they would have a counselor. Like, maybe if that counselor would be a child psychologist, maybe, and gets paid enough to actually, it's actually a good job to think about it. It's something um worthy for the kids, you know, to have like someone they could talk to in that in the school and all that stuff. Anyway, yeah, let's go to another video. I just don't agree. I don't think that was the Mulvaney dude. I think the Mulvaney dude did someone else. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm calling him dude, but I call everyone dude, okay? Boy or girl. I'm not trying to be like insensitive because I call everyone. Not that.
He was surrendered weighing 42 pounds.
Big cat. Big cat video. Oh, also, fuck. I forgot about Big Guy. Big Guy's playlist. But I'll watch it. Okay, this is 6 minutes. So I guess I'll have to like, where's that again? Where's that? Fuck, I couldn't find it anymore. I gotta go up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 up. B. You are. Oh, you never know. Ah, it looks like he has muscles.
It was unreal how really truly big he was.
Where can you send me that playlist again? By the way, Big Guy. Sorry about that.
I wanted to help him. I'm Kay, and this is Patch's story for GeoBeats. April the 19th of last year, I get a text from my daughter, and there was a picture of the animal control officer holding Patches. Whoever surrendered him, I have no idea. Come here. I don't believe there was an
What the hell? That is so crazy,
explanation
though.
for his size. It will always be a mystery. I texted my daughter back and I said, I'm going to send an email. She's like, don't email, call them, get Patches. I said, well, I'm a rule follower. I'm going to write a letter,
Thank you.
blah, blah, blah. Well, a couple of hours later, I'm furiously texting her saying, they want me to come in
Yeah, it is kind of,
and
yeah.
see him. And then I went racing over there. I was thinking, oh my gosh, what if they give me Patches? I walk into Richmond Animal Care and Control. I must have just had an aura about me, but I walked in and the young lady who was sitting behind the desk looks like back this way and says, she's here. I came around the corner and I will tell you, it just took your breath away how big he was. I immediately got down on the floor. He immediately got into my lap. Well, in a second, but
Yeah,
I was
that's...
just like in love from that
Oh,
moment
don't
on.
forget
Had
the
some
water.
questions
Thank you.
about him and yada, yada, yada.
My...
And then after that, I said, well, I sure would love to be considered. She goes, okay, I'll go get the paperwork. And I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was being interviewed like for a job. They call you back. One of the reasons I believe that I was chosen is because they knew my veterinarian. I told them I will forge a team partnership with the veterinarian to make this happen. And then I said, I don't have anything to take him home in because there is no cat carrier for him. She says, well, we'll find something.
What stretch? I didn't know there's something like
to
that.
Get him out to the car. And she goes, now you do have help when you get home, don't you?
But
and
you're
I'm
making
like,
me stretch now, so
Thank
you for reminding me
that I had adopted him. There is a picture of me holding him. Definitely not one of my finer moments, I'll tell you. Photographically, but I couldn't have cared less. It was just instant love. My grandchildren were ecstatic. What is it, Patches, honey? You want to come this way? Okay, you come this way. Oh, there we go. Now
Oh my god, that's fatter than our dogs. Our dogs are kind of fat too, but like they run a lot. They're just old. They're just old. But yeah, they're fat. They're kind of fat. And we get told a lot, but they're old. So it's kind of hard to walk them out every day, especially with the other dog having a bionic leg and all that stuff. But our I forgot what's her name, Penny. No worries. See you in a sec, big guy. Enjoy family time.
everybody can see you. When I brought him in, I put him down on the floor and let Bella, my Yorkie, and Wellesley, the cat, accept the fact that there was another living being in the house. He is so
That is
huge
so big. That's
that
crazy.
he cannot react to anything, so he posed no threat to my animal. Patches weighed exactly 5 times more than my Yorkshire Terrier dog.
Wow.
Bella was ecstatic. She loves everything. If I brought an amoeba in the house, she'd be excited. Wellesley did do this kind of stuff and hissing. And then on the 4th day, I heard some stuff going on. They weren't in the same room, but I walk around the corner and they're just lying there looking at each other. And then they both look up at me like, you have interrupted us. Go away. This is our time. I knew then that everything was going to be fine. They just look like brothers from another mother. When I first got him, I would say that his movement was brief. He would take a few steps and then lie down. It's kind of ironic that a cat that's that big decided that his safe place was in my pantry in the kitchen. But that is for real, that's where he stayed. So I put a bed in there, and then I put his litter box so that he didn't have to walk far, even though he needed to walk. But it really, really wanted to move around. I don't believe he's ever had mental body issues. He just was uncomfortable. I know. I would do dedicated play with him, like at least 5 times a day, 10 minutes a day. We've come a long way, because now he can jump up on the radiator cover, and that happened right around Christmas time. Cats do the mathematical equation in their head.
Oh my God. I missed it. Oh my God.
I was just
amazing,
and crying and laughing.
Amazing. Oh wow.
You can do it. Come on.
Every little milestone that he has accomplished, going upstairs, going downstairs, jumping up on the ottoman, standing up to eat, that was a big milestone.
You are so
Being
big.
able to lick his fur, all of those things have been extremely moving to me. I teamed up with my vet, and the most important thing is that she gave me a calorie count. And that was great, because I take direction really well.
Yeah, that's a good way.
It was essentially the amount of calories that...
Actually, I want to try, like, yeah, it would be good to like try to like help with my dogs with their weight loss. They are fat, I'd say. I'm not gonna lie, they are fat. They eat a lot of treats. Like, we spoil them so much. But it's not as fat as this one. This one's crazy, I think. 40 pounds? Like, our dogs are actually big by their own, so it's like yeah.
It would take to keep a 20-pound cat alive. It turned out that was working really well, and he wasn't losing weight dangerously fast.
That's good, that's good.
Wellesley has done wonders for Patches.
Run free, big man.
I attribute so much of his physical activity to his play with Wellesley, because they love each other, they are so funny, and they just keep me in stitches. His blood work was absolutely perfect. No thyroid issues, no diabetes. So far, so good. The only thing that was of medical concern was his joints and arthritis, because he was carrying around so much weight for so long. We did come to find out in his medical records that the vast majority of the obesity occurred over the 2 years prior to his surrender, and it happened pretty quickly. I believe that Patches was loved. I believe in my heart that the reason why they surrendered him was because they realized that they could not help him.
I see you.
He is like a squishy, lovey, yummy, just gotta wrap your arms around him panda. They're not really getting those pandas from China. He's just gonna be incognito in San Diego. When he was surrendered, he weighed 42 pounds. Now it's been almost a year. And as of last Wednesday, he weighed around 25.5 pounds. For right now, once we get to 20 pounds, everybody's just gonna be shooting off the fireworks. He has completely come into his own. He loves to explore. He has a little heart nose, which is so cute. He's a very happy cat. He's liberated from his girth. It's what has created that happiness. He has an abundance of confidence, but he's not afraid to show his vulnerable side. He's just a dude.
That is so cute. That is so cute. And yeah, I do hope he loses weight soon. And it's good that yeah. Yeah, I always hate, like, after I walk for a while, like, yeah, I always hate those times. It's crazy. Crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna check this video from, oh, wow. Cycling. Shit. Oh, wow, okay. That's crazy.
There are gators in there. That's the number.
Oh no, I think he's showed me this video yesterday. Sorry, I'm gonna check the playlist that big guy showed me. I think it was like the design thing.
You all have really outdone.
There's a lot of them. I think I stopped at 40. Oh, 41. I stopped at 41. That's cool. But yeah, just don't overwork yourself. It's fun taking the challenge, but yeah, take a rest every now and then when you feel the pain. Get a massage, treat yourself, you know.
Yourselves. So let's go over some stuff that never should have made it out of the marketing department. Here's a billboard for Master Bait and Tackle.
Sorry, I'm gonna go to 42.
Hello. And welcome to another episode of Bad Design.
Okay, no worries. Like, finish
as we've
that
come
work.
to know it, ask one 13-year-old boy. They could have stopped this. Because
No, they wouldn't.
That this
And
logo
a 13-year-old kid would wanna like keep like do like yeah, keep going. They'd be pranksters. I mean, sorry, prankers.
for Apple Courier needs improvement. And that this is not the way to sell some family-friendly Easter eggs. They definitely could have told you not to name your park Beaver Dick. But now we all know that there was once
Beaver
a man
Dick.
named Beaver Dick.
Beaver
And the
Dick.
Council of 13-Year-Old Boys would have told you that this is not the way to write this word.
What is that supposed to mean? What the fuck? Art is what? What is that supposed to mean? What the fuck?
Are you getting it? Because it took me a while to see that they were trying to write artisan.
Artist. Oh. Artisanal. Oh my god. It took me a bit. That took me a bit. Like, that's great.
Artisanal.
Artisanal.
And finally, let's just have a read on this, because the only way I'm seeing it is
Don't never drink and drive. Drive high. Ooh. Good idea.
don't never drink and drive, drive high.
Don't never drink and drive. Drive high. Oh, okay. That's fun. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design. Did these two places need to be next to each other?
Oh,
Technically
you already
accurate,
showed
but a
me
good
this.
source of potassium. When designing your logo,
As
Glass
America.
it's
As America. Ooh, I think that's more appropriate. Like, As America. That's much more like yeah. Kind of better, you know, As America, because America loves ass, right? So, like BBL, bitch. Gotta get that BBL.
It's important to remember the background upon which it will be placed. And again, let me remind you, this is funny because there is no way that the kindly people at church read.
Okay, dragon. I'll see you in a second. Be safe. It's
Realize what they
safe.
put out
Forgiveness is this one.
Also true in this case. But again, I'll express a polite interest. This neighborhood, however, God seems to have no part of.
Wait. Mole catcher, frog juggler, chicken whisperer, squirrel matador. Okay.
Squirrel Matador? And finally, I've been hearing you guys. I know that a lot of you say, no, these are actually great logos because it makes you remember the company. To that point, let me show you BigShinyBalls.com. They are, in fact, a purveyor of big shiny balls.
Yeah, they are shiny. Wow. That's cool. Did they come in like, you know, like Okay, I'm not gonna go nasty, sorry. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna
So have
say
you guys ever seen something and you're like, I know this is a disaster. Like, I know that if I wait here long enough, someone's going to the hospital. And the reason I ask is because this is a bear enclosure. And I've been a woman on the internet for long enough to not trust you people anymore. Hello.
Oh my god, the nasty, nasty, nasty. Oh my
And welcome to an
gosh.
episode of What Happened Here? The series where I show you things and we wonder about the events that caused them. Let's start off with this sign, which, granted, seems pretty straightforward. This one, however, has a strange sort of nuance to it. And I also can't believe they had to make this sign.
Yeah, ew. I think some people are into those sort of stuff because I think there was an issue in well, at least where I'm at, like in Australia. I think Sydney it was. There was this case where I think someone was like, what do you call this? Um Yeah, there was some dude who was like, yeah, he sat on the fucking front porch of someone's house and it became a whole thing. That was crazy. Like, why would you shit in front of someone's yard at the first place? Like, that's crazy. Like that's crazy. And he was running too. Like, he was like doing his walk or something. It was a dude. Like, he was exposed on the news. He was exposed on the news too. That is amazing.
And finally, let's look at this object that Goodwill seems to believe is a piece of home decor.
Is that not a home decor? Oh my god, that is nasty. Ew. They're selling it secondhand too. Ew. Yuck.
This is honestly less about what happened.
Yuck. Yuck. That's disgusting.
And more of what didn't happen. Because apparently not one person said a thing. Also, to be fair, that is a steal. A wet, pre-owned
Yuck.
steal.
Oh my god, ew, disgusting.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design, a series that I strongly
Ultra, fine. I know it's final, but why is it like? I thought our dogs are barking. But why is it that? Why is it that the like? Why isn't it like a or like? Why is it at the tiny like F? Maybe it actually means anal touch. Maybe they did this on purpose. Ultra anal touch.
encourage the fine people at Final Touch to start
Oh, okay, so it is final touch.
watching.
But like maybe they did that on purpose. I have a feel. Said that's a lot of people will love that. That they will get a lot of people coming in there.
While kerning is important, so is phrasing. 60-minute massage includes head. For $20, that's a good price. Same note to you, jerk off the grill people. But to the fine people of doggy-style pet grooming and lunchbox, you may just want to start again.
What is lunch box? I don't get it. Ah, is it because it's like in the picture? I don't know really. TBH. I'm just gonna.
Remembering that some things might purely be accidents, burnt out bulbs, but some things are a disgruntled worker taking out his frustration against the company.
That is true. That is true. I agree with what she said there. Yeah, I would get annoyed too. Especially if they don't pay you as much.
And welcome to another episode of Bad Design. Now this one's just forced perspective, but one of you sent it, and I wanted to use it. Now this, in a roundabout way,
Fart. Oh, okay. Water free. RT, fa. What? Water, free water. Oh, free water. Water, free water. Oh, okay. But I saw fart. FART, fart, free fart. Free fart. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, bye.
Does advertise the free water, but I would say there was a better method. Was nut and butter really the final decision you guys went with? Really? Although admittedly, better than this ad by the state of Vermont. WF
That is, yeah, that is weird. It looks like a pee-pee.
Tea Trucking gets an honorable mention for making me do a double take. As does this restaurant, who didn't seem to plan out these lines because it looks like it says who spit. But the one I really want to talk to you guys about today is this anatomically correct family in front of a hospital who seems to be yeeting their youngest child.
What the hell? Yeah, what is that supposed to be? That is way too high. That is way too high for a kid. That is crazy. I mean, I'd understand the dad doing it. Like, the dad is more likely to do this sort of shit than the fucking... Oh, you're back. How was family? I'm sorry, I'm just watching. Yeah, I'm back to this now.
I have only questions about this.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna put the kid to heaven or something. Like, that's crazy. Like, and what's with the two kids on the side? Are they fighting? Or maybe they're like, I'm gonna put these kids to heaven, and the siblings were like, no, don't take our siblings. Something like that.
From conception to completion. Only questions.
Yeah, I'm wondering as well. Hey, I'm wondering. Oh wow, there's more. Oh, 63. I think I'm gonna finish this.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design. We're opening today with the Phuket Paradise Bangkok cuisine. Not to be
Phuket.
outdone, America answers back with bone-sucking sauce and Whorehound hard candies. Of course, America also has
Wow,
this side.
15 people. That's crazy. Oh my god, I couldn't even handle one. How much more 15? One piece of meat, okay? Don't be thinking nasty. Like the pork meat, you know?
This, however, is a great...
It looks like an ass! It looks like an ass! Is this an ass?
design. And if it took you more than a couple of seconds to see the tunnel, we can be friends. Just make sure to bring the snacks.
Mega Ish,
Including the
these are also nasty. Why are these also nasty, big guy? You're gonna get a bonkers in the head.
Snacks mega. But finally tonight, I have my own bad design to
The boob box is better than pre-piece genies. What? The boob box is better than pre-piece genies. Why did she say genies instead of jeans?
apologize for, because I've created a world in which this sentence makes sense.
No, it doesn't. The boob box is better than pre-piece genies. What the hell?
Hello, and welcome again to Bad Design.
Yeah, I don't get what's in the brains of people like making this sort of shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, what the hell? Like, are they trying to turn people on like subconsciously, or are they trying to do something here? What are they trying to do here? Are they trying to like, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to like, yeah, are they trying to turn people on with this sort of shit? Because that's nasty as fuck. It doesn't look like a lighthouse. A lighthouse is like more erect than that. And that doesn't look like a lighthouse. It looks like, yeah. It looks like something a nasty person would use on something nasty, you know?
I thought I would kick us off with these lighthouse gummies. which you could always bring down to the glory hole.
Glory hole. What the fuck? And it's a church. It's a church. The glory hole is a church center. What the fuck? Hello. Where's the priest? We gotta exercise this shit.
Church Center Charity Shop. Once again, mostly funny because if the church council meetings I've attended are true, they didn't know. They didn't know and no one told them. While there's nothing technically wrong with this cannibalistic wiener, I still don't like it.
Cannibalistic wiener. This reminds me of that movie. I think they're coming up with a new, like, an episode. Like, what movie is that again? Sausage Party, I think. I think that's what it's called. I love Sausage Party. That was fucking funny.
I'm uncomfortable looking at it. The tongue.
Yeah, the tongue is weird.
But let's finish out today with two signs. This one saying pork is safe.
That makes more sense, okay. Because, yeah, I was seeing porn the whole time. Porn is safe.
Is really suffering.
That's definitely not a K. That's not a K. Because, or maybe it's the paper. But, oh my god, this is in the Philippines. What the fuck? I was just looking at the fucking thing. It said Davao. Ooh, I don't want to go to Davao. But yeah, it does look like, okay.
From where that fold has chosen to be. Or would you rather go for some assorted fudge?
Ass fudge. Yeah, guys
Hello.
like that. A lot of guys like that.
And welcome again to Bad Design. And as this so clearly says, arise.
Ours. I thought it was ours. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna hide myself. I'm embarrassing myself. Sorry.
Because what else would it say? Here's a recipe for chicken that had me doing a double take. Here's an ad on Facebook Marketplace that's getting...
That's weird as hell. Why is the cowboy hat? Why does it look like that? Why does it look like that? Why does it look like that?
a lot of attention. They don't know why. Similarly, from Nancy Goldberg, My Burning Bush. I wrote a similar book, but they refused to publish it. And finally, this sign, reminding you to not touch other players' balls. And to wash
do
your
not
hands.
touch. Oy, big guy, I know you have a big balls, but don't be touching other players' balls, huh? Okay, be careful, Don't touch any other balls.
After touching your own balls. Not one person. Are you saying not one?
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design. This is a well-intentioned shirt that someone didn't think out in South Carolina. Likewise, this is a now closed restaurant called Wild Child Wieners. I was very glad someone sent this link because I...
What the fuck? Why would you call your fucking wieners? That is dumb as hell. Like, why would you name your fucking store as a fucking wiener store? That's dumb.
I was not going to Google that. If you're going to have a pillow called a crack lover, don't make it $69. One 13-year-old boy. One! Also, I don't think this man is going to have any luck selling his dog groomer vanity license plates. And finally, this is a shooting range called Tactical Shot. But that's not what we read, is it, gang?
Well, no, it's not. Sorry, I just gotta text, cause yeah. Also, I gotta pee. I think my bladder is about to like burst again. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. What was I? Okay, here we go. Let's
Hello. And
see this let's see this design. How are we gonna like? Yeah. I don't know.
welcome again to Bad Design, because the signs just keep on coming. Now, it's a fair criticism that you people have been telling me
Oh, dick and butts.
that I should.
Oh, and it's a fucking angry. Is that a cow or I don't know? It looks like what is that again? I forgot what those things are called. It's like, yeah, it does look like, yeah, it looks nasty. Again, nasty.
Take things that are not in the English language and poke fun at them. However, I think we can all have a chortle at Dick Butts. But for now, I'll stick to our shores because America has a lot to offer, including
America, huh?
crack seed store. Because questionable decisions.
Ooh, that that's so weird. Why does it look like that? Why is it so deflated? It looks so sad. It needs like some happiness, you know. It needs some happiness in its like, you know. He needs some happiness. He needs a tiny bit of happiness there. I feel bad.
Are everywhere. Seriously, normally I'm like, if you're not meat, don't pretend to be meat. In this case, go back to pretend to being meat. Because it's a bad costume for you. But at least I can say that we always have.
Oh my god. Bring mom for... Ooh! KFC! Yeah, that is nasty. Even that slogan is nasty. Finger licking good. Like, that is nasty. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just my brain or something. Maybe I'm just a nasty person, but that's nasty. I must say, that's that nasty. 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 Nasty.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design.
Ooh,
Today's
my
theme
favorite.
is companies who knew exactly what they were doing.
My favorite.
Such as Eric Dick, encouraging you to give Dick a try.
Another favorite.
Frankly, way ahead of you, buddy. Similarly, Whacked Out Wiener, advertising that they got their wiener whacked out at Whacked Out Wiener. It's pretty straightforward.
Love hot dog.
Very little subtlety. And while you could always stop at well-hung vineyard, gentlemen, I prefer egg slut.
That's me.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design. Today, we're going to be featuring some well-intentioned Christians who should have had a conversation or two with a neighbor.
With the pastor,
Case in
you
point. Next is this sign from the St. Paul United Church of Christ that really would have benefited.
Best sausage supper. Ew! Sausage supper? What does that like? What sausage are we tasting, huh? I hope it's like Vienna sausage.
From having a space or two. Maybe a line to signify, or just leaving out the name altogether. Similarly, this is the Tarrant First Baptist Church, where I guess you can sin. It's not looking good.
I'ma read it. God holds each accountable for sin and will punish. Oh, punish. Give it to me, daddy. Oh, sorry, that wasn't me. That was Eric. That was Eric. That wasn't me.
For Pastor Larry. This church, however, is having a festival that I would attend. I'm sure a lot of people will be coming. Haha, I did. I'm so sorry.
What is a muff? What does that mean? Muff. Muff. Butch. What? I don't get it. Muff festival. Muff. What? It doesn't make sense. Oh, Urban Dictionary, okay. Oh, JJ, okay. Really? I didn't know. Really? What the hell? I didn't know that's what that means. This is a weird meaning of muff. What the fuck? It sounds way too personal with this one. Ugh.
And finally, to address some people's religion, crock gibbets.
That looks like ass to me. TBH. That's what they love. That's what some men loves. They love that rather than the front, the crack on the front. They love the crack at the back, you know?
Here is a scrunchie.
Scrunchy! Your face.
Yep.
That's ass.
A
Ass.
scrunchie.
Ass scrunchy.
One
Ass.
13-year-old boy.
Hello.
Ooh, Dora. Dora. Why you nasty, huh? Wow. Okay. 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 Thanks for hurting our feelings, big guy. Thanks for hurting our feelings, people with only the crack at the back.
Today, we're going to look at some bad toys. And I thought I would kick us off with this Dora.
Ooh, it's an aqua pet too. I will definitely use that as a pet. Just kidding, that's not you. Yuck. No, that's a children toy. Jesus Christ. I shouldn't be being nasty on a child toy. But that is nasty, I must say. Nasty.
From the entire Aquapet line that was simply far too phallic shaped. Up next was the talking troll doll that could laugh, say phrases, even sing a little bit if you press this button between her legs.
Ew!
But last up is
Ew! Why is that nasty? Yeah, I'm a nasty girl. I know, big guy. Hater. You hate the nasty people, huh? You hating nasty? Well, you're nasty too, so you should hate yourself, bitch. You're nasty, nasty, nasty.
Oozinator, the only one I'm warning you about. It was a water gun that shooted a viscous compound resembling human semen, and the
What?
ad showed it.
What? Ew! 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 That's disgusting! Yuck! Yuck!
Is the Oozinator, the only one I'm warning you about. It was a water gun that shooted a viscous compound resembling human semen.
Ew!
And the
Why would they
ad
have
showed
to
it
say that?
forcefully ejecting this onto unwilling children.
Why can't it be just the slime from Nickelodeon or something? Like, Jesus Christ. That's disgusting. Oh. Oh.
You've been warned. This is the real ad, okay? And I chose not to include.
Ew! Ew! That is weird! They do like Nickelodeon slime! That's disgusting!
Sound because I thought that just made it extra creepy. But you can Google. It's on YouTube. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design. I would like to start off today by pointing out how much changing a single letter can make a difference in a word, as exemplified above. Now, someone either misspelled these socks or that's a great deal.
Men's cocks. That's not cock. Oh, socks. But yeah, why is it... I bet you this is Chinese stuff. I'm sorry. Knock, 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 knock. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No offense, but... Sounds like the person who wrote doesn't know what... Like, they probably thought of cocks like the chicken. I don't know. But, yeah.
Or in the case of Lee's famous...
No longer struggle about... What?
Recipe chicken.
Lee's famous recipe. No longer struggle about... What? I don't get this. Lee's famous recipe chicken. No longer struggle about what's for dinner.
Telling you that the struggle is real.
Yeah, what is a struggle?
Or this man.
Bitch grinder. Oh my god. Bitch grinder. Okay. Okay. Mini.
Trying to sell his bench grinder.
Bench grinder.
Bench.
Bench.
Of course, in some cases, details are simply overlooked and there's no saving a sign at all. I will say, however, that sometimes a sign is so bad, it gets me interested in something I never had an interest in before.
Adopt a highway. Wow.
Such as the adopt a highway.
Oh, what the fuck does that mean? Adopt a highway? What the hell does that mean? Is the highway gonna turn to like an adult and leaving me when I grow older? Huh? Am I gonna end up being alone? So yeah, because I don't want to adopt a highway if it's gonna end up being an adult and leaving me at the end of the day. No way.
Program. Hey, Chris. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design.
Oh my god.
Now, I've been told by a lot of people that I have a dirty mind. But I
You do, sis, you do! Bitch, this girl is influencing me to have naughty thoughts. Girl, you naughty. Naughty. She naughty.
Once you start looking for things like this, you're going to find them. Which is why this reel is made up only of images that you people emailed me.
And what does that sign do? That's a
I have a dirty
sign?
mind. But I say that one...
Oh, the adopt a highway. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yep, I see.
Which is
that makes more sense. Why did it say adopt though? Cause yeah, adopting sounds like a lot of responsibility. Like, Jesus Christ, no one wants to take care of a child these days. How much more for a fucking highway? Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I couldn't even clean my room when I was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, but let's play this. Mother slap. Yeah, I remember that. There's a lot of those times. There's a lot of those moments. I've had those mother slap. Yep.
Why this reel is made up only of images that you people emailed me at this address, including Mother's Lap Public School. I love it. Or this Cosmos-themed onesie with an anus. There's also the Halloween Boo Bling candy.
Anus. That's supposed to be your anus. Isn't it?
Come on.
Bubbling.
Or this birthday cake, which appears to include some people's least favorite ingredient and some people's favorite. I'm just glad that in the world of bad design, I'm not alone. Side note, if you can't make it to Wanking Festival and decide to have some fun at home, please pay more than $11 for your fitness equipment. She ain't gonna get people killed. Hello, and welcome to another episode
Ooh, that's a
of
bum
Bad
bum.
Design. Obviously. I have said it before on this channel, and I will say it again. One 13-year-old boy. Just one.
They are having fun. Down there. They are having fun right now. Trust me. They're down there. They're having fun. They're having fun down there. They
could have stopped this. This, however, I find hilarious for the name of a salon. This one.
Curl up and die. Yeah, sis. Yeah, I can't wait to. I can't wait to curl up and die.
Because I also have the mind of a 13-year-old.
Unlimited erections. Yes, please. That's all I can say. Yes, please. I need more steel. I need to give some steel to that guy who keeps borrowing, like, who keeps on borrowing, what do you call that? He keeps on borrowing, nails from her aunt. That guy who builds, like, renders on TikTok. Like, use galvanized steel frame to fix up the thing, and then I calls up his grandmother to borrow the choo something like that.
But who wouldn't want that? This, however, is where you begin to lose me, because this splash pad.
No, sis, you're just being too nasty. Come on, that's a mushroom.
I would argue.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't like this sort of, TBH, I'm being honest.
Should not have that shape. But the demon child that has been photoshopped into it is horrifying. I don't want to mock a child. I don't. But they're making...
You're so mean. She just looks like she's having fun with the mushroom.
Let me do it. Because they've edited this so poorly. Look at... Look at that. That was once a happy child. No longer. Hey gang, guess what we're doing? A number of you have met.
That's me
we're
all the
doing.
time, by the way. Yep, that's me all the time.
A number of you have mentioned Dick and Cider. I didn't realize that their tagline was moister than most.
Ooh, I don't want a dick that's moist. Wouldn't that stink? Like, ew, that would be stinky if I were to yeah, that would be stinky as hell.
My God. But I must admit, cut a bitch dog grooming has a special place in my heart.
Oh, sorry.
Has a special place.
Yeah, cut a bitch. I mean, that makes sense in a way, because bitches are female dogs. And think about it, if they could cut girls, if they could give salons in that car, then they could cut a bitch. Either bitches, like a female dog or a human bitch, you know? I don't know. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense in my head. I'm delusional.
Well, I can't say that I approve of this business's name. As advice, I agree. Because, as this emergency exit map would indicate, follow the clit to safety.
That does look like a clit. Stair 1. Roof act. Yeah, that does look like a clit. Okay, that's in West Harbor. Okay, I gotta grab some water.
But for this last one, I'm not even gonna make a joke. I am legitimately asking, okay? Has my psyche simply been destroyed by the Balenciaga assault? Or do y'all also just see buttholes?
Oh yeah, it does look like buttholes now that you say it. Bitch, you made the joke! You just said it doesn't look like buttholes, you fucking ass. But it does look like buttholes. But it looks like corals as well. But yeah, it does look like buttholes at the same time.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Bad Design. Stuff that looks like other stuff. This is a vintage garden hose end, you bunch of degenerates. This is a flashlight.
Oh yeah, I've had those when I was a child. I've never used it on anything though. Don't ask me. I've never used it to anything. But I used to have those when I was younger. It was when it's like blackouts, like when the lights go out and we have to use them. This does look like something someone else would use, you know? Someone else would definitely use that.
Flashlight. For $1.99.
Flashlight. Okay, girl. Bye.
This is a Passover table runner.
Familiar,
available on Amazon for under $19. It's sure to be the talk of your next Passover evening. And finally, from Facebook Marketplace, this early 1900s controversial Lodge, California acorn breadstick pan. Price is firm because she knows what she's got.
It has those butts too. Wow.
She actually did the research, but...
Oh, okay. This is a very rare and controversial Lodge, California acorn bread pan. This was made for a very short time in the early 1900s and just continued shortly due to the controversy of the shape.